Nunam Nripanam Trimadotpatanha Mahim Muhus Chalayatam Chamubhihi Vadat Prapannati Jihishayeshu Api Upeksha Takam Bhagavan Kuruna. Despite his being the Lord and always willing to relieve the distress of sufferers, he, Krishna, refrained from killing Kurus, although they committed all sorts of sins, and although he saw other kings constantly agitating the earth by their strong military movement, carried out under the dictation of the three kinds of false pride. Very interesting analysis that Krishna, when there was an opportunity, when the opportunity came when the Kauravas insulted Draupadi, he saved Draupadi. But Krishna had come paritranaya sadhuna vinashaya cha dushkitam. So here was the opportunity for him to kill all the Kurus king there. He could have destroyed them at that moment, the Duryodhan party. Krishna is competent, correct? One Sudarshan Chakra would have just cleaned the whole mess there. But then Krishna had some larger plan. He wanted to make his devotee as a hero. So therefore he arranged a whole battle. And not only this, Kauravas few collected, many people Krishna killed personally when he was a small child, one by one. But there are so many, it will take so much time. So Krishna then arranged the Mahabharata war. And we all know Krishna was instrumental to see the war happens. How? When Duryodhana came to that their beautiful house which was made by Maya Danav, Yudhishthira's house. In fact, they got a division. And they got practically, in the first time the division of power happened, they practically got an empty city. In their prasavas, nothing was there in that. And then they developed that and they made it more beautiful than anything else. And when Duryodhana came to visit them, when they inaugurated their city, when Duryodhana came to visit them, he entered their palace. And already he was very envious of the Pandavas because Draupadi is very beautiful and he also wanted to marry her. And on top of it, he could not discriminate between land and water. And he slipped and fell inside water. At that time, all the ladies started laughing. The Kshatriya kings like that, they want to impress. Particularly, people like Duryodhana want to impress women. And then ladies are laughing. It's like humiliation. Can't handle it. And Yudhishthira Maharaj wanted to stop them. But Krishna said, no, keep laughing. He made them laugh nicely. So he went with the sense of Krishna saw to it. This war happens. Because he wanted to make his devotee Arjuna hero and eliminate all these people, not one, so many people who were proud of their different kind of possessions, and they were roaming the earth with their huge armies, unwanted big armies of the world. Krishna wanted to clean up so people can live peacefully. See what happens when a gentleman becomes powerful. He has karuna. He benefits other people by his mercy. Correct? He is merciful. Therefore, we have been discussing when you talk to people who are vegetarian, the first principle it is karuna. Okay, you can give so many funny arguments that animal has protein, all this thing. But what do you have to say one thing? You don't have any karuna, mercy. You can kill him. He cannot defend himself. But karuna. We should be merciful to them. They also allow them to live. We have the power to finish anybody. Suppose you have a gun. You are roaming. You are killing people. Somebody says, leave me alone. You can kill him. But you decide, okay, let him live. That's called karuna, mercy. So, but the great people, when they become powerful, they have karuna. That's called real Kshatriyas. And they see to it no innocent person is given any pain. Like Parikshit Maharaj was roaming the whole earth and seeing in his kingdom nothing unwanted happens. But when he saw Cow and a bull being almost killed by a butcher, what happens to him? He becomes very angry. He takes a sword out. He says, what are you planning to do? That Kalipurusha, what are you planning to do? Yeah, you have to die in my hand now. He takes out his sword. So, in taking out a sword is because of Karuna for the cow and a bull. They need protection. So, animals, old people, children, the sages in Vedic culture are given protection. And it is the duty of the Kshatriya. So, therefore, Karuna is there, part of the society. But when somebody is proud, something funny happens. We were recently discussing confidence. There are three kinds of confidence: underconfidence, right confidence, overconfident. An underconfident person always wants certificate of other people. He is not a person on his own. You have seen some classic cases like he has no mind of his own. He has no capacity to think on his own. In fact, I tell you, most of society today is underconfident. They have no mind. That's called independently thoughtful. He cannot think on his own. Some people have to say, then it is right. Correct? Underconfident. They can't live without certificates. And always self-critical. It is like that, everything is like. Then there is right confidence. That person is proper. Then overconfident. That becomes the kings. Overconfident. They become very proud and very cruel. They think they are always right. And they think they are so special. For them, other people can also die. Like Kamsa thought, I am so special. My sister can die now because I want to live. I am so special. So this is overconfidence analysis. So here these kings are overconfident. Actually, pride comes, I was analyzing, pride doesn't come by devotion service. Pride comes by sense gratification. Devotion service makes you more humble. Now somebody is doing devotion service, he is in a transcendental pleasure. Where pride comes. And that makes you more humble, Yeah, servant or servant. You give more and more, you are feeling so much pleasure in Krishna's service. Where is a question of pride? More and more he knows that he prays to the Lord intensely. Pride comes for people who do sense gratification. They become expert in sense gratification. They're like expert in making money. Again, sense gratification. I'm so proud. Expert in sense gratification. See, I can enjoy myself. It's all illusion actually. Neither you can make money, it is Krishna who is giving you. And neither you can enjoy senses. It's an illusion itself. Okay. So, but we get so much proud. I can do this. Just like Ravana. He could kidnap the wife of Lord Rama. That's pride. See, I could do it. I can do it. That's pride. But there is no pride we see for the devotees. They know, totally they know when Hanuman is jumping to Lanka, no pride. He knows it is because of Lord's blessing he is doing that. So in devotion service, and he is feeling so much pleasure in his intense ecstasy to devotion service that no obstacles. He had various kind of obstacles. We discussed in Ram Leela that day. 3 kind of obstacles. First obstacle was rest. So when we do devotion service, many times we think, let us take some rest. Then you go to hell. Just particularly this for devotees are full time because you have nothing to do all day. Chalo yaar, thoda ek aur baari so jate hain. Ek aur baari so. You can keep sleeping as much you want. Somebody came in forward to give Hanuman rest. One mountain came first. What is the name? Some mountain. Somebody wanted to offer him service. Please take some rest. He said, touched it and went. I have no time. I have to serve my Lord. This is very important if you want to advance the spiritual life. And don't get lost into more rest, more rest, more rest and more rest. Prabhupada gave an example, took rest for 2 hours. And sometimes not even that. When he used to travel different parts of the world, devotees will be shocked. Suppose he starts at 6 o'clock. When you go in flight westward, you land up 6 o'clock other part of the world. So people have to take a rest that they call jet lag. Correct? Prabhupada's routine was same wherever he was. His routine never changed. He does the same thing at same part of the day. So he used to digest that within his body. You got it? 6 o'clock you traveled and you landed someplace, so you have to take jet lag, they take some rest because they get used to. Prabhupada used to immediately take it in his stride because his schedule was very important day by day. Every day his class was important. It was inspiring so many people. Every day his going morning walk was important. He had to talk to so many people. Every day he had to answer so many letters. His movement is growing. And every day he has to write books. The rhythm was never broken. So we should not waste our time taking rest. And what are the other obstacles he had? Anybody remembers? Huh? No, it was, we were discussing, it had implications of devotion service. Anyway, some other day I'll read and tell you. Huh? You remember? No. I'll read and tell you. It was very nice actually. We did on Ram Navami that analysis. You remember? A nice analysis of the different obstacles and different obstacles in devotion service. Signifying different obstacles in devotion service. So then anyway, so therefore in devotion service, even though he was very successful, he developed more and more humility. Actually, when there is joy of Krishna consciousness, then it is a different issue. And joy of Krishna consciousness is satisfaction of Krishna. We get frustrated because we don't achieve satisfaction of Krishna, and then we blame others and get angry. Our life, if there is some dissatisfaction, I am the cause because I don't sincerely love Krishna and serve him sincerely. Therefore, there is no satisfaction. Correct? There is no point in looking outward. Always we should look inward. If I am frustrated, it is because I am not satisfied Krishna. Whatever I do, okay, you're doing, but Krishna is not pleased. So work to make it proper so that Krishna is pleased, and then you are happy. Correct? So here we can see that Krishna has, this is the meditation going on by Vidura, that Krishna has killed so many demons in the childhood. But then at the instance with the Kauravas, he could have killed all the Kauravas when he protected Draupadi, but Krishna did not do that. So it's not easy to understand. Vaishnava Kriya Mudra is not easy to understand. It is not easy to understand the Lord's Kriya Mudra also. It is very difficult. There are so many reasons why particularly the Lord would have acted in a situation differently. We know the instance of Narada Muni. We were discussing this yesterday night. Was a small child and he started praying for the Lord, and the Lord appeared in his heart. And after he appeared in the heart, he instructed Narada. Instructed the heart, he disappeared. And Narada Muni was so happy in seeing the Lord. In fact, he was in confusion because when you see the Lord, the senses belong to the Lord, not you. There's eyes, hand, legs. Actually, they belong to the Lord. And when they're purified, they're very eager to serve the Lord. So all the senses became very active and eager to serve the Lord. That created confusion. And he lost himself. And then suddenly when he came to consciousness, Lord has disappeared. So the small child, he started crying because Prabhupada says it is so pleasing to see the Lord. He started crying. And then Krishna took pity on him because he's alone, small 5-year-old boy. He spoke to him, but without his visibility. And he said some important instruction. Avipakwa, Kashaya Nam. Kashaya Nam is so much material dirt is there, Narada now. You are not ripe now. I gave you an encouragement. Now, even though you are a Kuyogi now. Kuyogi means not very advanced devotee. So the beginning of devotion service, we do get some extra mercy to encourage. Somebody new person comes, we give him, oh, very nice, you have come from. We don't give that every time. But then we want them to become serious. Correct? The beginning we will, isn't it? Somebody comes first time. Doctors also, some patient come first time. You're also extra careful. Anybody come first time, you will be very careful. But then later what happens is that we become little Ashidra. Tell Dullabha some more people will come today. Maybe 10 people will come. Afternoon. So Kuyogi now. Kuyogi means who is not a sincere yogi. So in this sense we should meditate actually that So he instructed him that actually these are true for us. Prabhupada says, as far as Narada is concerned, he was pure actually. He doesn't have any material desires. He's very advanced. But still, these instructions are many times definitely true for us. Why we are not able to get happiness in Krishna consciousness and able to see the Lord? Why? We are not yogi, we are kuyogi, we are apakwa, we are kashayana. And then the Lord instructs him to continue devotion service. And Prabhupada says, after this, Bhagavatam continues, because Narada was explaining to Vedavyasa his life. And he says, then I was left the body. And when I was born as directly a son of Brahma in the next life. And Narada, Prabhupada, a unique devotee in the history of the world. Unique, no comparison to him. He is Bhakti Shakti given by the Lord. And he is telling to Vedavyasa, yesterday we were reading, wherever I chant the holy names of the Lord or start glorifying Him, when I just attempt to do that, the Lord appears in my heart. So when he is now advanced in Krishna consciousness, the moment he starts glorifying the Lord is present in front of him. And he glorifies Him with all force. Therefore he is such a powerful devotee of the Lord. Correct? There he was struggling, the Lord appeared and went away. But now when he starts his glorification, the Lord is present personally. So eager to hear. Prabhupada says this very nicely, that actually the Lord enjoys hearing the glorification. Just like, suppose you go somewhere and the people tell, we're all talking about you, how you feel? Very nice. Don't you feel take pleasure? The 100 people, they say, we were all talking about you. The same way, actually, the Lord also takes great transcendental pleasure when you're talking about Him. But His pleasure is not material, it is spiritual. Because we are all His children, and He's happy we are talking about Him. And He knows it is good for us. And anyway, it's a transcendental phenomena. When you are glorifying Krishna, it is not material. We are not flattering the Lord. We are glorifying. That's just like Kirtan. It's a transcendental phenomena. And the Lord is very, very pleased by hearing that glorification. And which is the pastime? Hearing glorification, Lord is very, very pleased. Jagannatha. Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra were actually waiting outside. Krishna, Balaram and Subhadra. You all know that? And there was the glorification going on inside. And they who was glorifying? She was, Rohini Mataji was, Balaram's mother was describing the pastimes. And she had put Subhadra outside at the gate. Nobody should enter. And Krishna Balaram come there. She said, you cannot enter. So outside they are hearing. And hearing their own glories, but transcendental, out of love. They hear the love of the residents of Vrindavan. Krishna is so sweet. And they're hearing their love. Krishna's body is not material, it's spiritual. Just like he became Vishwarupa. His hand went inside and his eyes became big in excitement, and Jagannatha form was formed. Eyes and hands and legs became like small sticks, and same thing it's an ecstatic form. Just like in Narasimha there is anger form, that is ecstatic form. And Balaram also same thing happened, and Subhadra also same thing. Then Narada as usual landed up there. He lands up at the right, somebody they say rides up at the right place at the right time in Narada. Always he's at the right place in the right time. Taki lands up. Oh my Lord, such a beautiful form of yours. I want you to manifest this form and give mercy to the people, correct? And that's why he came by the Indradumna, that whole pastime. That one king, he had Vishwakarma, correct? How he got Vishwakarma? Not extraordinary. He was very great devotee. How he got Vishwakarma to carve? Vishwakarma was carving, no? It's not easy to get Vishwakarma. We can also get Vishwakarma to make temple for us. First we need land. He will say very land. Okay. Anyway, so Vishwakarma comes. It's not easy. He can make in a few minutes, he will make the whole beautiful temple. He made so many constructions have been done by Vishwakarma in the history. So he is working, and Vishwakarma makes a condition: don't enter. When I am working, don't enter. Nobody artist wants actually half finished work to be seen. Even construction they cover and do, isn't it? Nobody likes to see half-finished painting. Nobody likes. Let me finish it, then you all have a look. They said, don't see it, let me do my work. Whatever reason, they didn't want to disturb. And then what happens? Krishna has its ways, because you want to manifest in that form now. This king, he makes him very agitated. He does not hear any sound. What's happening? Maybe finished. He has told him, don't come, but think over, I think. He's forgotten to call me. He opened the door, went inside. Vishnukanatha, what are you doing? I told you not come. Now I'm going. And he disappeared. And the deities are left half done. That, with face half done and hand, legs half done. So he became very sad. Then again Narada came. He is a transcendental spaceman. Gives correct information at correct place. And what does he say? He says that this is the way Lord will manifest. Any other place, Narada gives special instruction. We also know in the sayings of the Aniruddha, Krishna, Pradyumna, Aniruddha. Aniruddha was kidnapped by Banasura. And who informed Krishna? Narada. Narada carried the news. He has kidnapped your grandson. Now all Yadavas came. Then the war was there. Correct? Then I think Krishna removed the thousands of hands of Banasura. And anyway, this is a big pastime. So this is any other place where Narada appears transcendentally. Narada's activities, let us just meditate the beautiful of his activities. He is the one who saved Prahlad Maharaj when the Devatas wanted to kill him. Correct? And he instructed Prahlad. And recently I was reading one Acharya says he was a mixed Siddha. He was already a great devotee, Prahlad. But by hearing, we read the Leela, by hearing Narada, he became Siddha. Therefore Narada wanted to take him to the ashram and hear. He wanted to make him fully a Siddha, because the test that is going to come is enormous for him. Normal person cannot handle the test. He did not panic one time when attempt to kill him was there. Prahlad Maharaj, was always fixed. Yes, extraordinary is the kind of, easy to speak, extraordinary. He shows qualities, Prahlad Maharaj. And who is his guru? Narada. We read about Vedavyasa, who was feeling so much suffocation after writing all the Vedic literatures, and his guru Narada comes and instructs him, you failed to glorify the Lord, my dear disciple, what have you done? And that is also Narada. We know about a hunter who was about killing animals half, and Narada appeared there. And Narada is so beautiful, so pure. He was full with anger actually, because when Narada appeared, the animals ran away. The pin drop silence, and he was killing animals half. So Narada saw animals are writhing in pain and dying out of pain. So he said, why you kill them half? Kill them full if you want to kill. So when Narada started talking, hearing the sound, animals ran away. So he became very angry. So he was looking at angrily, but seeing Narada's pure face, he calmed down. Just by presence. And then what happened? Narada requested him to kill them half. He said, what is wrong with killing anyway? Then Narada explained to him, you have to take the karma. Then he gave up the whole thing, and he became one great disciple of Narada.